Welcome to the Light, Hope, and Healing podcast, where we discuss why you have stress, anxiety, pain, illness, and how to heal from it. I am your host, Tracy. My background is a healing coach, energy healer, spiritual mentor, intuitive, and channel. Hi everyone, welcome to this week's podcast. This week's topic is you can heal the past, present, and future. So, this is such an interesting topic, and when you understand it, you'll understand the power that you have for yourself and the beauty in our life and earth and what's created by God's source, whatever your belief is in that, right? We can heal the past of this life, the present, and the future of this life. We can heal past lives. We can heal future lives. Just by healing ourselves in this lifetime, though, we're healing the future life, right? And you can heal your ancestors. Now, I learned this a long time ago as I was doing healings and I was working on the chakra systems in people. And it came up that I should start healing past life, future life, this life, and ancestors. And so I've been doing this with my clients, right? So like I said, I learned this a long time ago, and I just went on, doing my healings that way. And then what came up to me recently is a client is having issues, and a lot of times I can go in and see, or just talking to them, I look and see what is it from their trauma, what is it that caused them to be having these issues, what's caused them to be angry, what caused them to have the stress right now, because a lot of times it is a past trauma. Well, I couldn't see anything with this client, and so it had been a couple of times working with them, and finally it came to me. It was a past life that was causing the issues, right? So now I haven't worked on them since I figured this out yet, so I don't know what it was in the past life yet that caused it, but I wanted just to share that's what came up, because it's showing up more and more and more that we can all heal this. And the issue might be you might not know what it is. If it's this life, a past life, a future life, your ancestors, you might not know what it is. If it's one of those, or which one it is that you need to work on. It still comes down to working on it by catching yourself with your thoughts, with your actions, where your anger's coming from, and catch yourself and stop it and look at it and change it. Right? Because you're not always going to have the answers as to why you're there. You also won't have maybe not necessarily just the answers, but the understanding of it. You might not ever understand it, because it can even be things this lifetime where something was done to you by, say, a parent, and you might not ever get the answer as to why it happened, right? You might not ever understand it, but you still want to work on it so you can heal, right? That's why we're here. We're here to break free and overcome what's going on to us here. That's why I say this over and over again, that's why we humans were made. Because we were made to overcome these things, right? We're meant to overcome the dark. We're meant to overcome all the things that have been put in place for us to be unhealthy, to be stressed, to be angry, to be held down, to not flourish. There's been things set in place for us for that, right? So we as humans have been made to do that, and that's what you need to remember. We are powerful beings, and you have to just keep reminding yourself that. That will help you pull out of the programming that makes you think you're not. It helps us pull out of the programming that's putting us where we're unhealthy, putting us where we eat unhealthy, putting us where we're under the stress, anger, frustration, whatever it is. We are made that we can overcome and pull ourselves out of that, okay? So, some things that gave me the idea that we carry over past lives is there's times that people, I've seen it, where they're basically born with a phobia of water. Nothing happened to them in this life that should have caused a phobia of water. So when we go in and look, you can go see it's in a past life that has made that phobia come true. And I've seen it, or not come true, that's made that phobia right now, because you'll carry it over. Whether you could have died in a past life from a drowning accident, right? And you'll come into this life. It's possible you can come into this life with the phobia of water, because we'll carry some of that with us when we come into the next life, okay? So the point of this is it might not be in this lifetime, but it's still something you need to deal with, to overcome and to heal, regardless if it was this lifetime, past lifetime, future, whatever. It was brought in this lifetime because this lifetime, if you're having the issues, this lifetime is the one that you've decided to overcome it in, right? So, like I always say, take what feels right and leave the rest. If this doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. Move on. I am just speaking from my experiences and what I see in other people, okay? So, you might not always even get closure from the situations, which that could happen in this lifetime also. You're not, like I said, it could be something that happened in your childhood with a parent. You might not ever understand it. And there's not always going to be understanding with traumas that have happened to you. If it was abuse, mental, physical, whatever, you might not ever get the answer. And now that we're looking at, things and we understand past life can be affecting this life, that could be something that happened to your parents in a past life and it's carried into this one. And so you won't be able to even look at that to understand if it is something from a past life. So what you really need to understand from all of it is that you're not always going to get an answer, but you still need to heal it. You might not always be able, say sometimes I kind of justify things. You're not always going to be able to justify it, right? Because I always say, well, you got to look at it. You don't know what they've been through in their lifetime or the traumas they've been through. You may not be able to look at that. So it's about deciding to take control for yourself and just heal. It's about overcoming everything that's happened to us, whatever lifetime it is, and healing from it, right? Because what else can you do? It's really about understanding that everybody comes here, they have trauma, regardless of where it's from, this lifetime, past lifetime, ancestors, whatever it is. Everybody has baggage. They have baggage in the way they act. They have baggage that makes them react, and they have baggage they think is protecting themselves, but it's hurting you. So there's so many things to remember, and just know that it's up to you to heal, because if you're the one that's having the issues of stress, anxiety, pain, illness, if you're the one having that, you're the one that's going to have to heal it if you want to go on and have a life free of those things. But the good news is you have the power to do it, right? You have the power to do it, and I see it over and over again. And remember, go back and watch my other videos or podcasts to see how to heal. If you're new to me, then go back and watch some of my old videos and podcasts, or listen to the podcasts, because that's going to give you the ideas. I brought this one up because this is something that has been going on with people. But a simple, short answer is catching yourself when you're getting into anger. Understanding your pain and illness is tied to the mental part of it. And now we're adding past life, this life, and future life, and ancestors could be part of it, right? But understanding that's where it comes from, but then catching yourself and stopping the anger, stopping the frustration, healing those traumas. Okay? All right. So that's what I've got for today. If you love this information, but you feel like you need more, I have a membership group. And we meet twice a month on Tuesdays, where we have Tuesday tea, where we have topics and I answer questions. On Wednesdays, I send healing to the group for whatever you post in the Facebook group. And on Mondays, I do a message for the group. It's about having accountability, and that's why I set it up. It's only $9.99 a month. A lot of times we get the information, we're like, yeah, I got it, and run with it. And then a couple days later, you forget and you fall off, or you fall back into the old programming. This group helps you stay on top of it. If you fall off, you have the accountability, you have the help, you have other people that are going through the same thing as you. So we'd love to have you in there. All the links on that are in the description below, and we'd love to have you in there. All right, so let's get ready for the healing meditation. If you are driving or using heavy machinery, you need to stop listening to the podcast now, because we are going to be doing a healing meditation, and the energy is very powerful and can make you sleepy and lose concentration. Come back when you stop driving or using the heavy equipment and enjoy the healing meditation. All right, go ahead and close your eyes. I want you to imagine the violet flame below your feet. It's coming up and around and through your whole body. It's cleansing, clearing, and purifying everything. Any negative thoughts that come up, just put it in the violet flame. Any anger, stress, frustration, just put it in the violet flame. Anything you feel that has come from others, any anger, any arguments, any traffic incidences, just put that in the violet flame. That is not yours to deal with, that is theirs. And then finally, anything from the consciousness that you feel you may have picked up on, just put it in the violet flame to transmute. All right, now I want you to take a deep breath in, hold it, and then exhale. Take another deep breath in, hold it, and this time on the exhale, relax your body. One last deep breath in, hold it, and the exhale, release everything that's no longer serving you into that violet flame. Now I want you to imagine gold light coming down from God's source to the top of your energy. It gets to the top of your energy and it splits apart and goes all the way around to below your feet and then connects back. So you're in this bubble of gold light of protection from God's source. Now, again, I want you to imagine gold light coming down from God's source, whatever your belief is, into the top of your head. It goes all the way down to your heart. It fills up your heart with that gold light. You're going to open your heart up now, and you're going to send gold light to those that have harmed you. And it's okay. You're sending this gold light to heal the situation. You don't have to hang around the people. You don't have to be around them. You don't even have to talk to them. But you're healing the situation for you because it affects you and your health. So go ahead and send that gold light now to those that have harmed you. And be at peace with it, because like I said, you do not need to hang around them, talk to them, or anything like that. Just healing the situation for you. So send that gold light now to those that have harmed you. All right, when you feel that's done, send gold light to those you have harmed. And if you can't think of anybody, put the intention out there that it goes to those you have harmed, because we all have done it. We just might not even realize it. And you want to heal this for you and them. So send gold light now to those you have harmed. Now I want you to add sending gold light to all of your family. So go ahead and add sending the gold light to your family now. Now add sending gold light to everyone in your city. Now add sending gold light to everyone in your state. And now add sending gold light to everyone in your country. And now add sending gold light to everyone around the world. When you feel that's done, bring the gold light back into your heart. Take that gold light down your spine. It's going to split at your hips and go down both legs, out the bottom of your feet, down into Mother Earth. It's going to wrap around the crystals in Mother Earth and back up your feet, up your legs, connecting at your spine, all the way up your spine, out the top of your head, all the way up to God's source, and then back down into the top of your head again. So you're getting healing energy from God's source, Earth, the crystals, and I'll send healing energy that comes through me from God's source. So sit back and relax, and I will send it now. All right, I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath in now. Hold it. And then exhale everything that came up in that healing that needs to be released into the violet flame that's around you. We're going to take that violet flame, send it back up to God's source to transmute it. Go ahead and open your eyes. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And that's what I have for today. If you enjoyed this podcast, but you feel like you need a little bit more accountability, then I have a membership group. It's $9.99 a month. We meet twice a month on Tuesdays and do Tuesday tea, where we have topics or they ask questions. We also have Mondays where I do a message for the group, and Wednesdays you post what you want healing sent to, and I send it to you on Wednesdays. There's a great group of people in there. They're all going through the same thing as you, so you have that accountability to help keep you on track, because you listen to the videos or the podcasts and you get on down the road and they sound great at first, but then you forget. So this gives the accountability to keep you on track, and we'd love to have you in there. We have a great time and we help each other out. So all of the information is in the description below, and we'd love to have you in there. So that's what I've got for today. Go do something you love, something that lifts you up, brings you joy. Do at least one thing every day that brings you joy, that you love to do. And then do one thing every day of self-care. Drink tea, Epsom salt bath, pray, meditate. Do at least one of those every day. And then look for the good in everything. And when you see something in someone, say it to them. Lift them up and lift yourself up. And finally, write 10 things you're grateful for. Do these things every day, and I promise you, you are going to see a difference in your life. That's all I have for today. Have a great day. I love you all, and I will see you next week.